Hey, how are you? This is Dr. Tom Ionello, and I'm sitting here with Eileen. Eileen and I have gotten to know each other over the last couple of months. I had met her at the Naval Expo, and she came in for nutrition response testing. And she had some initial problems that she came in with that she was actually doing very well with, right? Eileen, you were doing pretty well.
Absolutely, yeah.
And then I hadn't seen her for about a month because she had recently moved and she was busy. And then she called me last week and said, I had this really weird thing going on, so why don't you tell them what you had going on?
I felt as though someone poured a glass of Clorox down my throat. My throat was in excruciating pain.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. And you also mentioned that your gums were turning blue.
Yes, correct.
So her gums were turning blue. Now that's kind of a scary thing if you never had that happen. And you would want to know why would that happen. So she said, I don't think you can help me, but I figured I would mention it. So I said, well, why don't you think I can help you? She's like, I don't know. I just figured it was a dental problem. I said, well, you know what? Maybe it is a dental problem. We're not going to know until we get you on the table and take a look at you. So we got her on the table, and I checked for different areas, and she had weakness in her sinuses and in her jaw and into her thyroid. And what came up as the problem was formaldehyde and pesticides. And she goes, what are you talking about? I said, listen, you have these chemical irritants. You do have chemicals in your body, but it's not Clorox, it's formaldehyde and pesticides. So she tested for parotid, which is a great nutrition that pulls toxins out of the body. And we sent her home on Thursday. So she just came back. Today's Monday, and she came back for tune-ups. This is 4 days ago. So tell them what happened.
Well, when I came home Thursday evening, I was on a program where I was supposed to take 9 pills a day, 3 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon, and 3 in the evening. I took 3 that night before I went to bed. I woke up the next morning. I felt 60 to 70% better. I was amazed.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just amazed. He's amazing. The best doctor ever.
I'm not amazing. NRT is amazing, but I'll take the compliment though. But yeah, she's right. NRT is amazing. And what's really interesting is that all we did was ask her body what she needed, and her body told us, and she did what she had to do. Now here's the other interesting thing. So she came back and she goes, I'm just realizing I live behind a farm. So she goes, they're probably spraying the pesticides, and I'm opening my windows, and it's coming into my home. So this is an environmental toxicity that she just put together since I saw her on Thursday. And it's funny how we take this for granted because, where we are here in Long Island, there's a lot of farms, and we're suburban, but we do have some rural areas, right?
Yeah.
And you're living in an area where there's farms. So fortunately, now that she knows what the problem is, and we know what's fixing the problem, now, heaven forbid this happens again, you can just have some parotid in the cupboard and you can take it and clear yourself out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Thanks
Great.
so much,
Oh,
Doc.
my pleasure.
Best doc ever.
Oh,
ever.
Sweet. Okay. So again, for all of you out there, you never know when something odd is going to come up like this. And you just never know what the problem is until you actually check. And I'm glad that you came in and let me check, Eileen. And it's a pleasure working with her because she's a lot of fun.
Thanks,
all right,
Doc.
Eileen. All right, my pleasure. Congratulations.
Thank
Talk
you.
to you later.
Okay.
Bye-bye.